Hello, hello, hello. Kiss up to God. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I could not find my password. But I'm back off vacation. I was down south visiting my mom and my family down there. So I was taking my laptop so I could go on. And God made sure I didn't. So I really actually had a chance to really like rest and try not to worry about things and get things off my head and get things off my mind and think and have more content. So it was meant for me to leave this laptop right here in the floor where I left it. But I'm so glad to see you. I pray all is well. I pray you all had a good Christmas and we're kissing up to God, thanking him for another do-over, thanking him for another day to get it right, thanking him for traveling mercy up and down that dangerous highway, thanking him for family and friends, life, health, and strength. And Lord, if we had that chance to say I'm sorry, allow that chance, because I'm sorry can restore and recover a whole lot of things. And when I was down there, everybody know about Ichabod. No, 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 not Ichabod Crane. That's the headless horseman. Bar Hembo. You know what I'm talking about. The three ghosts of Christmas, past, present, and future. And as I was watching it, because this was almost like an animated, it wasn't, we've been watch the same thing every year. It wasn't a cartoon, it wasn't a real, it was animated. But it was really interesting because as I sat up and watched, I was thinking about us as a people. If we could have the visit from the three ghosts, if we could have the visit from things that have gone on in our life, like the ghost of Christmas past. And what he said, Christmas past, we make link after link and we make yard after yard of what we have done in the past. And what he was saying is, what you did in your life in the past really, oh, I'm going to have to call him back, is what is going to be. It's what he was showing them. This is what you did wrong. This is, if we had that chance to look back on our past. And then, of course, the ghost of present. And the ghost of present is like right here, right now, like what we're doing. If you can see what people are doing, or if you can hear what they're saying about you, would you like it? Are people trying to make the best of a bad situation? But if you was to could eavesdrop, would you like what people are saying about you right now? If you just could hear what's on their mind, would you like it? Is it something that you've done that you know that you've done and it wasn't a good thing? So that's at the present. And then the ghost of the future, he said that's the one he feared the most. And that's the one we probably fear the most because we don't know what the future holds. The purpose of doing good, how we really feel about our future, or are we doing the things that we should do to have a decent future? So what are you doing now? Because as we all know, we cannot predict the future. We cannot change the past. And the present is what we're living in right now. And the present is what it is. But what are you doing, or what have you done that would make you fear either one of these ghosts? What have you done in your past? What links and yards have you made in your past that is going to come back and bite you in the butt? Are you living a decent present now? Where everything's okay, you're good, you're trying to do the best you can, you're trying to be the best you can. And everybody's not going to like you. We all know that. That's impossible. It's just impossible. But if you was to go and talk to some friends, like I said in the beginning, eavesdrop, what would people be saying about you? What are you doing right here, right now, that's making a difference in somebody's life that people would say something good about you? And then the future. What have you done in the past and in the present that's going to help your future. Are you living a good life? Are you doing right by people? Are you being nice? Are you doing the things that you should do as a human? As a godly person. I mean, even if you wasn't a godly person, but just as a nice person. Some people might not be all into God like that, but that still doesn't mean you cannot be a nice person. Sometimes you have people, and the one thing that he said, which I thought was cute, I wrote this down. He said, my reverend said down south, stay away from people who act like the victim when they created the problem. And that's what goes on. Especially when you comes to that future part, because see, you done started all kind of stuff. You know it. But yet, woe is me when you're called on it. You've lived such a horrible past, and we know we can't change that. That now in the present, nobody don't want to be bothered with you. So in the future, you may be a lonely person because of the way you treat people, because of the way you talk to people. Because of I don't like that unleveled thing where, one day you this, the next day you that. See, I don't know how to deal with people like that. That's why I try to be the same way all the time. Don't get me wrong. There are times when I don't want to be bothered. And there might be times when, as I said, it shows up a face. But if you're wishy-washy all the time, then your past probably was wishy-washy. Your present, nobody want to be bothered with. And your future is going to be wishy-washy. And that's a lonely path. Who wants to go into their future being lonely and not having nobody around and not having nobody in your life and being like just lonely? That has to be a horrible way to live. Even if you've done good, and that doesn't mean you're not going to be lonely in your future. I'm not saying that, but if you've hurt people and damaged people so much in your past, and you made those links and you made those um, yards of being a nasty person, and then you still a nasty person now to the point where nobody want to be bothered with you, then that future is looking bleak. So the one thing about him, he had a chance to redeem himself, and God gives us a chance all the time to redeem ourselves because we know we can't change the past. The present, start doing things better if you can, so your future will look brighter, because he gives us a chance over and over and over again to get it right. That's all we have to do is get it right. It's easier said than done, right? But I wanted to come up with that because when I was watching it, I was just sitting back and I was just thinking about my life in general. Like, God, what did I do in my past that has my present the way it is? And it's going to affect my future really bad. I was asking myself these same questions. Okay, if you think anybody needs to hear this, please share, because you can say the Southern Belle is back. Or I couldn't think of my password. I couldn't come on, and that was meant to be too. But I'm so glad I'm back. And guys, New Year's is in 2 days, right? Today is Monday. Happy Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday is New Year's. If nothing else, try to. You can't change the past, but try to make sure your present is really, really better, so you can have more of a decent future. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Jennifer Brooks. I am your Southern Belle. And I was on the road the whole weekend, and I'm back now. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Y'all have a blessed night now. You hear? God bless.